Hello everyone and welcome back to Voozie Plays the Bunny Wazzy Afterbirth in 30 minutes. Last run, unfortunately we lost. It was a great run, I'll give you that. But another thing, I completely forgot to add the seeds in. It didn't end up making a difference in the end, but that could have been very embarrassing. We'll just enter our seeds here. Yeah, note to self, don't fight Hush on these runs. Because if you do, you will not be able to proceed unless you're incredibly lucky. Like we were last time. Not to spoil too much. Okay, Cellar 1, Curse of the Unknown. Let's re-roll this into Doctor's Remotes. That's a colossal disappointment. Never mind, it's... hang on. Cellar 1. Seed is F0, F6, RQ7P for those of you playing at home. Let's try our Curse Room first. 2 red chests, a bomb, and 2 pills. One of them is Curse of the Maze, so we now have Curse of the Unknown and Curse of the Maze. And now we're sitting at 2 HP. 2 HP. 1 empty heart container, but with 3 heart containers filled. You can see why I struggle with Curse of the Unknown. I wish I had a better way of remembering, but unfortunately I'm just not very good at memory. Let's use our Doctor's Remote to blow up that secret room there. I'm fairly sure it's a secret room. Nice. Whoa, Curse of the Maze. Confusion. And pick up a D6. I would like to find another reroll for that pedestal. Not the end of the world if we don't. I took a pull, it was Balls of Steel. I wish I'd waited. Never mind, let's just not get hit. Please, can I go into the item room? And we reroll into GB Bug. GB Bug is not good. I shouldn't have picked it up until the end of the floor, but, you know, I'm not playing so well. We might as well do this. Bomb for a bomb, chance of a crawl space, but we didn't really get anything out of it apart from a bit of wasted time. Second secret room was probably in that previous room to the west, but we'll see as we get closer. Maybe there's something a bit more of a likely candidate, let's say, for our bomb usage. Okay, this is not a tough room. I shouldn't take damage here. GB Bug flying past an enemy doing absolutely nothing. Fantastic. He says with a great deal of sarcasm. I mean, that's the cornerstone of British wit. If you can't tell if I'm being sarcastic or not, I'm doing my job. I think this guy's got 2 hits left on him. Oh, no, 1. I've forgotten how many hits this guy has left, so I'm just going to detonate him safely. And not try and go for the pot. I think that's too cute. Go for the pot, yeah. We are very much a clean channel on YouTube here. Good stuff. Let's try and get our super secret room, second secret room. And I think it was in that place that I scoped out earlier. I don't think it can be anywhere else apart from north of the starting room. And it's another consumable room, which is good. Oh, don't even show me a troll bomb after that last run. I had enough. Alright. So we took GB Bug. We didn't need to take GB Bug, but we have a battery in there to reroll our boss item if we don't like it. Please. What I'm actually going to do is bomb our way into our shop. If it's selling a Spirit Heart, I'm going to go for that. I'm not too concerned about an arcade. Yeah, great. Spirit Heart is lovely. Yeah, I'm not going to go for an arcade. I think the deal with the Devil Protection is much more valuable. And I'm not expecting to take very much damage against this boss because we have 7 bombs. And because it's the Widow, I suppose. It's not a particularly scary opponent, but I thought I'd use a bomb anyway, just to be sure. I think the Widow is one of those bosses where if it had maybe an extra 20% of its health, it would be more than 20% difficult than it is at the moment. Match Book. Let's reroll that into Jesus Juice. Fantastic. It's only a 0.5 damage upgrade, but... or I think it's a 0.5 damage upgrade. But I think, you know, this is nothing to sneeze at. I'm not going to complain about some free damage. Not free, but you get my meaning, I think. And I was looking for that room with the pots in it. Yeah, it's here. Well, it was elsewhere, but, you know, that's Curse of the Maze. I thought, let's try these. We could get something of value. We did not. Never mind. We spent 2 of our numerous, then 6 bombs. Burning Basement 2, we have 4 Spirit Hearts. It's 3 minutes 40, which is lovely. We're in a very good place now. Just don't give me Mega Blast again. I'm a bit bored of it. Mainly because I can't use it very well, and it makes me feel bad. I'm still on such a high from that last run. I may not sound very excited, but trust me when I say I am excited. That was just so wild. I've never really used Undefined since Afterbirth came out, and that's a nice sacrifice room we're not going to use. But it's still a remarkable item for what it can do for you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sorry, I shouldn't make fun. These guys have it pretty bad as it is, I suppose. These mulligans. Mulligans, I think is their name, their canonical name, if you will. Maggie's Faith is a good drop for us. I'm pretty happy with that. We should be able to easily keep the Eternal Hearts alive with our huge Spirit Heart count. Nice. Item room contains box of spiders. It's a box of spiders. That's interesting. We will re-roll that, but I will prioritise the Devil Room first, because I don't think we can get a reroll for both at this point in our floor's lifespan here. But I will drop that's very badly placed. We could have got the pot as well. Never mind. No use crying over spilled bombs. Let's hide over here. Good. I think this is a super secret room. Second secret room. Got to get out of that habit. Faded Polaroid is... Well, we might as well take it for the boss fight. Why not? I guess. Boss fight is Monstro. Not a big problem. And I'm looking at my bomb count and thinking, we had 7 bombs at one point. Where did they all go? I just wasted them on pots. I need to get less short-sighted, I think. Yeah, those pots didn't pay out, and it was a bit of a disappointment. I think I'd be singing a different tune if those pots had paid out. Something like, you know, something a bit more jovial like Happy Birthday. As opposed to, you know, the funeral march. I don't know. HP is interesting, we'll come back for that. And this is very good. We will take both of these, but we will play our Demon Judgment friend here first. Get good use of our Lover's card. Oh, no we won't. So let's take our Pentagram, let's take our Sacrificial Dagger, reroll Bottle of Pills, reroll Bottle of Pills into Betrayal, which is a colossal disappointment. But you know, that's how it goes, I suppose. I think we're a bit ahead of where I want to be by about, you know, the amount of time it will take to walk back here. So I figure, why not do a bit of scouting about. Maybe we'll find a battery charge and reroll our box of friends, or a Wrath fight. That's also pretty good. Even though I still haven't forgiven his bigger brother for beating us on that last run. I need to get over that. I think bombs do more damage against Wrath than... Like, they do an unusual amount of damage, I think. Out of proportion for what they normally deal. I don't know. It feels that way to me. And it would be... Ooh, Mr. Mega from our secret room. It's very nice. I mean, it seems a bit strange. Because it kind of makes thematic sense. Because he's based off Bomberman, and Bomberman really gets injured by bombs, of course. Well, he uses bombs, I don't know. He gets injured by all kinds of things in the environment. So maybe it's a moot point. I don't know. I've got to talk about something, right? Catacombs 1, 7 minutes. I'm not going to do that boss trap room, interesting though it looks. I'm going to blow up some of these skulls in the sacrifice room instead. I'm very happy to have Sacrificial Dagger. It's a great room clearer. But yeah, Curse of Darkness. I think I've spoken about this before. I genuinely cannot really see where I'm going. It's really quite difficult. So I blow up this gentleman for his money and his deal chance. I'm guessing we're looping around to the left. We could use a bomb to skip that big room, but if the item room is there, I won't be happy. And it is there, so I'm happy that I didn't skip it. Yeah, I think that the conventional wisdom on this room is to shoot the poop in the middle, but I think that's a bit of a trap. I don't think that's really worth it. I'd rather... Oh, yeah. Shows what I know. But I think you're just much better off firing at them and then detonating them in some kind of chain reaction. And it looks cool. And if you shoot the poop, they're probably off screen. So you don't get to witness that kind of epic cool effect. Come back here, stop running away. Thank you, GB Bug. Did something useful on this run. And SMB Superfan from our item room. It definitely makes me feel validated in not skipping this big room. This room is already a disaster. Losing our money so early is not good as well, but that's the least of our problems. I think we're doing great. We've got good damage thanks to our pentagram and now our SMB Superfan. Our tiers look big, and that's usually a good indication. This room is quite unpleasant, and I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I thought GB Bug was somewhere else. That looked like GB Bug's behaviour. Oh, I need to be more careful. But that's the curse of the sacrificial dagger, I suppose. This floor is very confusing. It's not an Excel floor, I don't think. No, it's not. Curse of Darkness. Oh, he's over there. Totally didn't see him. 2 bombs. Better than no bombs. We could play this blood bank and lose our Eternal Heart, and I'm tempted to do so. Especially because it's going to probably be the last bastion for our Lovers card here. Do you pick up the Steam sale here? I think you do. And I think you re-roll Pay to Play into Bogo Bombs. And I think you re-roll Bogo Bombs into Jar of Flies. Okay, that was not so good. But we will play this to get our value back. And now we need significantly less money to buy mapping items. Oh, this betrayal animation. Don't make this harder for me than it already is. I rarely have the patience for playing blood banks at the best of times. Alright, so we Lover's card back up to full HP and throw all of our HP back into this machine. I mean, we have four Spirit Hearts, so we've got enough protection. Afterbirth devs, if you're watching, please stop that betrayal animation from happening when we play blood banks. I don't know if there are other items that have this effect on the game, but, you know, I would kind of be grateful if that didn't happen anymore. It takes a lot of time out of my patience, more or less. And Isaac is a fast-paced game, you know. There's one thing I would say from a game designer's perspective, not that I am a game designer, about The Binding of Isaac, is the pacing is fantastic. Within a run, the pacing is great. Oh, this guy's still... That's one of the reasons I really like it. And one of the reasons why I've sunk as much time into it as I have, and one of the reasons why I'm creating this video is because I enjoy the game. And pacing is a large part of that. Not to mention the amount of skill required to not get hit by Larry Jr. on a room like this with Sacrificial Dagger. The amount of self-control is insane. We can get 10 mushrooms here for 1 bomb. Well, I can't, apparently. We will do 1 more room to get our full battery charge, at the risk of slightly prolonging our timer more than it perhaps should be. Good, so now when we fight our boss, our D6 will become fully charged, and we will be in the clear. Alright, it's the Fallen. Tough boss, but very good rewards out of him. And Sacrificial Dagger basically makes it a cakewalk. Get the Necronomicon. Talk about disappointment. But we reroll it into Mum's Knife. Yeah. So, that's a big help. I don't really have much to say about that. Apart from being one of the best items in the game. But such is life. For those of you cheering me on to lose at home, I know a few of you are out there. Sucks to be you when I get this. But, you know, maybe I'll do something stupid and fight Boss Rush. Or Hush again. Alright, they're finished with... Oh, that was really, really bad. Alright, so they're dead. This is not a tough room. It shouldn't be a tough room for me. In my current state, it shouldn't be. But we did just take a lot of damage. We lost all our black hearts. So, you know. Those of you cheering me on to lose might not feel so stupid now, I guess. So we have an unidentified pill. I'll wait until the end of the floor, do my diligence. We are due a deal with the devil on this one. I think we have a more than 50% chance of it. Pop these guys. Item room contains Fate's Reward. Should not have done that because I want to re-roll it and it turns into... Let's see what happens. Marked and Mum's Knife. Doesn't seem to do anything. Never mind. We'll world cards. And we'll bombs our key because I was impatient, and I think that was totally worth it. And we've got to... Oh, come on. Come on, Voozie. Focus. You've lost loads of HP on this floor. On the last run, you had basically... Well, you had a few things going for you, I suppose. But you didn't take any damage on, like, Caves 1, Caves 2. So, you need to be playing better than this. Full health is good. What makes you small is good. I said I shouldn't take these pills, but I'm just, that's what I want to do. It's my life choice. And we fight Gertie again. Quickest Gertie fight ever. And we get Mr. Dolly. Where's my deal with the devil out though? I think we go. The shop, while valuable, is too far away. And while we could farm a bomb for the secret room, I think we're best off just leaving. Moving on. We're 13 minutes at Necropolis 1. And that's not ideal. We could be going... Oh, God. Come on, focus. That's avoidable damage right there. Easily avoidable damage. If I'm going to make a stupid mistake, like, again, going to fight Hush, I want to be the one that makes that mistake. I want to have control over the situation and be like, right, I want to do this because it's perhaps not the most optimal thing to do. I don't want to lose due to taking too much damage. I don't want the game to make me beg. I think we'll do this. We have the keys, and a stone chest is pretty good. And we get goat head. Oh, that was totally worth it. Totally worth it. Nice, easy room. Easy room for Mum's knife, that is. And I took the pill. It was puberty. Did nothing but slow us down briefly. But, could have been worse, could have been better, but I just couldn't. I just had to take it. I had to. I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of... I think it's that rush you get when the screen changes, Okay, boss room already found. Great stuff. Come on. There we go. Let's fight our boss. Why not? We've stacked up a nice amount of HP from our... Oh, no. Yeah. We stacked up a nice amount of HP from our Maggie's Faith. Which is good. Double knife sorts that out. Ball of bandages. Very good. Devil Deal contains Krampus, who dies very quickly. I don't think Lump of Coal does anything with Mum's knife, but Ceremonial Robes definitely does something with Mum's knife. Let's just go. I think we just go. We're very lucky in choosing our directions so far. I recognise that. I'm not willing to tempt fate too much. Curse room. Why not? Why not, indeed? We get 2 black hearts out of it, so decidedly neutral. Yeah. Mum's knife is one of those interesting items because from a game designer's perspective, this item is definitely very strong. Not too strong, I don't think. I think it's about the right power level for what it is. It's a very strong item that is actually deceptively difficult to use. If you give this to a new player, it's not quite so game-breaking, I think. So I'm guessing it's good for the game in the sense that it rewards skill, and if you're playing things like Balls of Steel, not Balls of Steel as such, but I mean if you're playing a seeded run with a friend, Mum's Knife will definitely reward the skilled player more than the unskilled player if both players find it. Note that caveat. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I don't really play competitive Isaac, is because, there's so much riding on trying to find the right items in the right rooms. I would like to reroll that HP upgrade because we definitely don't need it. And I would like to get a mapping item, but now I remember when we come back in here it could reroll into anything. And it rerolls into Fruitcake. I took Fruitcake. Honestly, I don't really know why I took it. I think maybe I should get a bit more self-control. Or maybe I just like to have fun. Who knows? Arcade is... well, let's throw a bomb down here and a bomb over here. Let's blow these machines up. And we get very little out of it, which is a shame. Emperor card. Best card in the game, hands down. Means we will be using answers on this floor and taking this with us. I mean, answers is pretty good in itself. I didn't really talk about it when we picked it up, and we almost walked into the spikes there. That was embarrassing. Okay, so this is not a bad room, but where am I going to use this Emperor card? That's a good question. We are on Necropolis 2? Necropolis 2. We need to find a teleport card if we want to get a free item from the boss rush. And I think the likelihood of us finding said teleport card is pretty low because we haven't got any bombs. Oh wow, this guy's really motoring. Yeah, we haven't got any bombs, so The likelihood is low, but we did just find it, so I'm going to beeline for the boss room and try and make this work. And we're going to... Yeah, great, perfect. That was a really good room. I mean, I was pretty concerned about our likelihood of taking damage on that one, but we didn't. And here's our boss fight. Mom should go down really easily because we have, you know, Sacrificial Dagger and Mom's Knife, so it's like paper. Polaroid is good. Devil Room, we're not going to use either of those, really. I'm going to take the flying item. Hopefully, yeah, okay. And I'm going to take Incubus. The spikes around that really give me the chills every time. Tiny Planet Mom's Knife is irredeemable, so let's take Hot Bombs and go. And it opened... The moon card opened the room this way. I think that could be the first boss rush steal we've made happen on camera, which is nice. Greed on this shop is just disappointing though. But Incubus with a knife is really good. We now have 3 knives, which is like triple the cutting power. I mean, that's kind of the argument Gillette uses, but I've always been... Well, you know... I mean, I started shaving with an electric, but then I moved on to a safety razor because I found the electric wasn't really working for me. And we do have flying, I have to remember that. So I'm not convinced that the more blades you have, the better it is. But then again, I wouldn't know because I've never shaved with 4 blades at once. So we're at the scared womb, about 19 minutes with Mum's Knife. That's pretty good. Alright, Envy's going to go down pretty quickly. Any of the pieces that get close to us are not going to last long. I think we re-roll Shoot the Whoop. I think it's not going to... Shoot the Whoop. It's not going to help too much, and we get Ouija board, which does nothing for us, but, you know, that's my intelligence really shining there. Maybe I should actually think about these pickups before I do them for like a second. But I think that would be, you know, that would be far too unfair if I actually thought about what I was doing. Instead, playing the game based on reactions. Curse Room. 2 red chests. It's a bit crap. We didn't really get anything out of it. Never mind. So these guys, yeah, they go down like paper. That's good. Hang on, we had an Emperor card. Where's my Emperor card? Oh, we didn't pick it up. Oh, that's terrible. That is really bad. Really bad. I feel like an idiot. Maybe rightfully so. I'm not doing that on purpose. That's just bad play. I don't advocate bad play. I advocate good play that wins. And walking into enemies twice does not constitute good play. This room is fairly simple now. As is this one. These guys don't stand much of a chance. Yeah. So I reckon this is our second secret room. And it is. And we get another consumable room. I've been pretty lucky with these, to be honest. We get a set of consumables, as, you know, hence the name consumable room. And this is a pin fight, I think. Here we got one of them. There's the second one. And there's a battery charge. Pills. Let's take them. Health down. I don't really care about that. Bad gas. I'm going to regret not caring about that health down pill later because I'm going to keep walking into enemies like an idiot. Headless Horseman. Pretty inconsequential. We're not taking the pony. But our deal with the devil could be interesting. And it is Succubus, which I will take. Does give a bit of a damage boost when you're inside the aura, which is quite important. And it means we can re-roll the pony, which gives us Mom's Pearls. So we're 1 item away from the Mom transformation. That's a good thing. And luck upgrades for the chest, I suppose. So more Scared Womb. Scared Womb 2. We're at 21 minutes. I think that's pretty good. And there's a marked rock up here. Need to not miss those. They could be important. Especially when you're only on 4.5 HP. I almost didn't get out of the way of that. That was very embarrassing. Red chest drop contains a troll bomb, which gives us nothing. Okay. I thought we might get something out of the polyp. It never happens, but you know, wishful thinking, I suppose. I mean, it's good the first time you come to scared or normal womb. I know it's scarred, but to me it's always scared. Scared womb. When you blow up the polyps and they give you health, you're usually here and you haven't got that much HP. And you're like, oh wow, that's amazing. I'm going to blow up the polyps every time I come down here. But when you become a bit more comfortable with the game, I think you find that the polyps kind of suck. Because there's a chance they blow up in your face, and, you know, that's not so good when you're trying not to take damage. But I suppose if you're a good player, you won't let the polyps blow up in your face. Did we have Curse of the Lost on the last floor? It's just, yeah, I'm remarkably... This is not a good idea. I knew that was a disaster when I went back to push it. But, you know, on the bright side, it might pay for itself here. It gives us a Joker card. Yeah. Well, we're not using the lovers, so we might as well roll with this. And if we don't get a deal on this floor, we'll try and use it on a floor preceding. Sorry. If we don't get it on this... If we don't get... Okay. Maybe I should take a bit of a break. If we don't get a deal with the devil on this floor, we'll use it on this floor. Otherwise, we will use it on a different floor. And try and get some good value out of it. Alright, here's our boss room. We're doing very good on time, but not so good on health. We need to be a bit more careful. Alright, it lives. Not long for this world, but then again, neither am I at this point. So, it dies, and we go into our devil room, and we get 2 items that I don't really care about at this stage. We re-roll them into 2 guppy items. Yeah, I think you take both of them. I think you should have taken them in the other order, but you take both of them. You roll with a d6, and we don't go to Hush, because that's not very smart. So, when do we use the devil card? I think... Sorry, Joker card, deal with the devil room. I think we will use it soon. Use it when we get a bit of profit out of using it. Because we're going to use it anyway, and the difference may be slightly marginal at best on this. Yeah, we'll use it on the mob trap room. That way we get a small boost in whatever that room contains. Mega Fatty is not long for this world. But this dip constantly eludes me. So, mob trap room contains a chest and a regular chest and a stone chest, which gives us consumables. Deal with the devil gives us Guppy's Paw. We basically win the game. Maybe I should have waited for the reroll, but I didn't want to do that. You know what? I'm going to take Guppy's Paw. The right play, I think, is to take Guppy's Paw. Why? Because if you make a mistake, which can happen, you should play to your outs. If you make a mistake and you spawn with 1 red heart left, you're much better off spawning instead with 3 spirit hearts with the Polaroid. You know, you're in a very good place when you do that. It's questionable, but that's why I like it, really. Oh, we found our boss fight very quickly. So we'll just sacrificial dagger this guy. He's not long for this world. As are so many of the other enemies that I keep talking about not being long for this world. But with Guppy, we get fly spawns on the regular. Perhaps not as regularly as when we use without Mum's Knife, but, you know, I don't want to lose Mum's Knife, is what I'm saying. So our chest items. So we get the Mum transformation from Mum's Perfume. We get Spelunker Hat, which could shortcut the chest. We get Mum's Eyeshadow, and I'm going to use the Forget Me Now, because I don't know what's good for me. And we return to the chest, again with no curse. Our items are Infamy, Mum's Bra, Black Bean, and Ankh. Well, let's leave those 2 there in case we get a Perfo Rune. They're not going to do anything for us. The Ankh is not likely to do anything for us. My voice keeps changing, I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm just talking too much. So we'll re-roll those if we get a Perfo Rune. Otherwise, we'll just leave them there to rot. And we are at 25 minutes. We're... You know, I thought this was a dark room. I didn't know this room appeared on the chest. Oh god, that was terrible. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have any trouble finishing this, thanks to the raw power of Mum's Knife. Flawless. Big room, contains the 7 sins. Let's try and get another 9 lives pick up from Pride down there. Does mean killing him last though, which is not so easy. One thing I will ask is, what's up with the animation when Pride does an attack? He does like this kind of squiggly line attack. I'm not going to wait much more than that. Yeah, that's kind of a holdover from Flash Isaac. I don't know why... Oh, we did get a Perth through rune. We'll go back and re-roll then. I'm not sure why that attack is... how that is related to Pride in any way. Maybe I'm just reading into it too much. So we get Cricket's Head, which is worth the trip. And Bumbo. Bumbo is always worth the trip. Bumbo is life. Okay, moving on. The Haunts. Not much of a challenge. I hope. We have enough HP that we shouldn't be worried. But I am a tad worried about the timer. So we get to visit our secret room as well. It contains Ultra Greeds, who almost hit us, but fortunately didn't. We'll let Bumbo pick up some stuff. I don't think he can pick up a quarter, which is unfortunate for him. We do actually need to get a move on. Let's stop messing about, because it's a possibility that all of these might lead to dead ends, and then we'll be wishing we hadn't wasted a load of time. So one makes you small is nice for us, and it turns out that is coming to pass. All of these are in fact dead ends, and I'm getting a bit paranoid. But we've got nothing to worry about. We have so much HP. We shouldn't have a problem. I just don't want a repeat of dying however many times on the chest with a guppy item, because that was kind of sad. Brownie again. Dies very quickly. More sins. Yeah, I mean, from your perspective, I assume that you're enjoying the content of the channel, presumably because you've scrolled down 20 pages of search results to find me behind all of the every single other YouTuber that's ever made an Isaac video. But frankly, you know, I'm pretty happy, because, you know, you're here and you're watching the greatest Isaac series on the internet. I kid, of course, but only slightly. But you know, you do me a great honor and service by watching these content videos that I make in my free time for fun. Isn't life great? And we do find our boss fight, so this is a win. And we might as well use the strength card in here. So we have 4 knives. That's not a rare occurrence. That's a very rare occurrence, I mean. So we finish at 28:30. Thank you very much for watching. Voozie plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth in 30 minutes. I hope you have enjoyed watching, and I hope that you come back for more later when I upload some more videos. But for now, thank you for watching, and, well, 1 streak. That's pretty good. See you next time.